Hello, Narnach here. Welcome back to Path of Exile. This episode we are gonna go into the belly of the beast and defeat a Malachai. But before we do that, there is a prophecy I want to fulfill. That is the mysterious gifts. A merchant seeks to trade misfitting gifts, 5 for 1. But what is the 1? So you will trade 5 unique items with a vendor. And I happen to have 5 items I want to get rid of. So let's set it up. We have 2 dying breaths, which I found and which are utterly useless for my build. We have a Wheel of the Storm Sail, which is also a bit of an odd duck. Then we got the Survival Secrets unique gem. It's nice if you want to fix mana problems, but for me it's not really relevant. And finally, Coated Shrapnel. I'm not playing a Trapper or a Mine Layer, so I can get rid of it as well. And if you sell 5 uniques, you get a mystery box. So let's accept this trade.
A merchant seeks to trade misfitting gifts, 5 for 1. But what is the 1?
So now the question is, what's in the box? A Driftwood Wand. A Life Sprig unique. This is a very nice leveling wand. It's +1 to socket at spell gems, so it works with all elements, and it also works. Well, it's spell gems, so if there's a spell in it, it works, but it's probably not gonna work with support gems. 10% plus 25% increased spell damage. 5% extra casting speed and a bit of extra life and mana, and you regenerate 7 life over 1 second when you cast a spell. So this is, I think this is seen as the ultimate starter weapon for just about any build that can go with a wand. If you compare it to what I'm currently using, 35%, 34% increased spell damage, a bunch of extra cold damage, some extra mana regen and some other mods that are forgettable. It's pretty competitive even at level 40. So you could just run around for quite a while carrying nothing but a Life Sprig. So thank you Mystery Box for granting me that. And with that, it's time to enter the belly of the beast. Already opened it. Oh, and I probably should have my auras active. Hey, let's go. Discipline, clarity.
An amazing creature,
And a
this
golem.
beast. Almost ashamed to kill it.
Squishy, squishy. So, is it me? Or do the sound effects have a bit more depth to them than normal? Especially this area. Okay. I mean it actually sounds like there's some dimension to the sound. Am I completely imagining this? Or has it always been like that and have I just had my sound set too low? Or is this really something that's new in patch 2.3? Because they did overhaul the audio system, but I'm not quite sure how much they overhauled it. And if an addition of more depth is something that's to be expected. Hello there, Prophecy.
Foes lay in wait. A show of force reveals their true intentions.
It's the Hidden Reinforcement Prophecy. And level 43, so that means upgrading of my cold damage gems. Okay, so Trickster out of the way. We were heading for Deep Wisdom, we just achieved that. So then the question is, energy shields down or up? This one has a massive bonus for just 3 points, so we're going to go Arcane Focus first And then we take the road down to get even more energy shield, because I really want to pump that energy shield up. I think this is the right time. Especially because I've also got decent equipment. Decent base energy shield from my gear. Got of course the Sorrow of the Divine Silver Flask, which allows me to turn on Zealot's Oath at will basically, in order to regenerate it.
Not all murders are equal.
Oh, hey, Ghosty. Warlord's Touch, sure, that's fine for you. Here, have some more Frostbolts. Oh, you are walking right into that one, Ghosty. Golden Mask. Oh, that's probably one tier below the Raven Mask I've got. But if I didn't already have a 4-link, I would have one, and now. This level is always a bit of a puzzle to see where you go. Sometimes you just walk straight into Piety's arms, other times you end up doing a full clear of the entire level before you actually find her. On the other hand, I'm having fun. But having fun is the important bit. Also, because I just finished the Labyrinth, I'm recording the Labyrinth and this episode basically back to back with just a little bit of time in between for some uploading and just taking a short break. But it is nice to play a little bit of the level, well, almost level 40 content. To get a little bit of a feel for what it is when monsters are actually capable of doing damage. Because the Labyrinth was a bit of a letdown in terms of challenge. Well, I shouldn't say letdown. I went in there almost 10 levels over leveled, so that's not a letdown. That's just, it was basically easy mode. On the other hand, I have lost some characters to the Labyrinth. I've seen friends lose even more characters to the Labyrinth. You don't want to take chances with the Labyrinth. That's basically what it boils down to. I like the sound. Really, it feels like you're in this tight, confined space where the sound gets warped. It fits the level. Okay, you are really not gonna like this. Frostbomb and a curse on his head. The dead end, that's unfortunate. Would have been very nice to just send a bunch of Frostbolts and then just run along. Okay, not a dead end. That's a dead end. So that means we take the path down there. En I hatchery. So. Holy chainmail. Some potentially useful items if I were playing another character, but I'm not. So So Holy Chainmail might be a hybrid energy shield armor, but it's the wrong hybrid energy shield armor.
Do you assassins offer a money-back guarantee, Shadow?
Okay, let's see if we can not die here. I would settle for not dying. Okay. See if I'm just if I can actually just tank this. Okay. Kind of losing faith in how much I could tank here. On the other hand, bye bye.
Well
So I used up most of the flasks and the
custom.
silver flask. The thing to remember is that that beam, it inflicts the burning blood, boiling blood, which is a bleeding condition. So if you just rid yourself of the bleeding part, that's actually the majority of the damage of the thing. But at some point you are gonna run out of flask sips to drink. If you don't kill all the eyes into this. Which I wasn't.
I'm working with piety.
Ooh, hello
That
there,
sounds even stronger
elemental
when I say
damage
it out
reflection. So far, lost about 200 health due to reflecting. That was pretty okay. So reflect is not actually bound by difficulty level, but it's just monster level. Interesting, and it seems that 40 is the tier. Well, technically the rare was level 42 of course, because it's area level +2 for rares. And hello there, Piety. Did you miss me?
Before we walk this path together, it's important that you understand one thing about me. I don't...
Yes, blah blah blah. I don't really care about understanding things about you. Just gonna empty my pockets now. And then we're gonna
What is it, Exile?
do all the fetching you want me to do. So, these are all trilings. Is this actually worth anything on its own? Single resist, very low boost to armor and energy shield. Not worth it. It's also single resist. Not terribly interesting items, to be honest. Okay, 3 silver coins, and we have 2 prophecies to pick up. So let's do exactly that.
A merchant seeks to trade misfitting gifts. 5 for 1. But what is the one?
I don't have another 5 uniques to trade, but it's gonna be nice to verify to see if it's always the Life Sprig or not.
A collector of antiquities doubles their treasures, relinquishing them only with their final breath.
You will slay a rare but powerful foe, who then drops 2 unique items instead of 1. I could go for that. So, let's hunt for Malachai's organs. So, all these prophecies, or most of them, the ones that are not based on crafting or trading, they are all based on normal difficulty. So after defeating Malachai, I will have to either bottle them up, or I will actually just have to run around a little bit and actually complete those specific prophecies before moving on. So I'm probably gonna do that in between episodes. So next time we start on Cruel, I'll have a clean slate. And then in Cruel, we will see how things progress. I just hope that the fact that I'm getting some repeat quests or prophecies means that I've done all the chains or all the parts of the chains that can happen. Well, we'll see. Okay, Chavon, you are first.
You make such lovely material. So pretty.
Let's also just summon all the skeletons. Bomb, curse, kill. Yeah, you really are not gonna like this, Chevron.
Just need a moment to catch my breath.
Vortex, yes. And she's no more.
For someone so obsessed with looks, that wasn't a pretty death.
Let's take the upper walk over here. Create some more corpses and recharge souls for the summoned skeletons. Ooh, jewelers. That is potentially interesting. Identified items, random curse, mirrored items. Okay. And boom for you. Boom, boom, boom. Come on. One more. Somewhere. Yes, you. Seriously. I think there should be a rule in the game against these mobs having coward AI. On the other hand, might not all the casters might appreciate if all the mobs would have like a berserker AI and would just rage for you no matter what you did. Probably part of those be careful what you wish for things. Either way, we now have enough souls to summon more skeletons. Okay, good. Let's see. I can actually have a chat with Piety to give her the thing, the organ. And then we move on. That way, not the other way. Yes, yes. And there we are. So the spell echo on Frostbolt is something that I'm using it works okay. But I am wondering if maybe you wanna use it as your 5th link rather than as the 4th link. I think cold penetration might be a better idea. Just to increase the raw damage per bolt. Of course the thing is you need a green socket for that rather than a blue one. And then I'll need to get lucky with the socket colors. So we'll see. Let's see. Let's just take a single source. Here, have some frost bombs. Wait, why can't I cast frost bombs at you? Yes. Also, seriously, that small pebble stopped me. Right. Yeah, man. The idea is just a matter of grinding it out. And it doesn't really matter what you do, you're always just gonna get one of the curses. It's better to be suffering from a single curse than 2 or 3. That's why I'm actually happy as a caster that you can just stay at range and position yourself better than as a melee, because as a melee you're just kind of depending on the whims of the Daedra where she will position herself. Ooh, another self coin. So by handing in those last few prophecies, I did not actually unlock another prophecy that dealt with Malachai or anything, which I'm not quite sure if there are prophecies relating to end bosses or not. Would be fun, but maybe they'll save that for higher difficulties, just to not completely overwhelm people this early. Also, why are you all trying to kill me? Really? Curious mind wants to know. What have I done wrong to you? All I do with my eyes is look, so why are the eyes trying to kill me? Purple. Living blood. So we'll get a coagulated blood elemental things spawning, I think. Yes, congealed blood. Well, that was almost the same, right? Started with a C. Hello there.
Catch my breath.
Cocoon, and then Maligaro.
Body to kill for.
Okay. But if you don't mind, I'll just keep my own body. Don't kill for my please. Sounds only slightly creepy.
Be still.
Be still, I'm not moving. You're the one that's moving about. Really. If you're gonna make complaints, at least make them accurate.
I don't know much about art.
Okay.
But
But
I know what I like.
kill those people, and then we'll port back to town, empty our pockets, and then have a chat with Piety to kill the big M himself, Mr. Malachai. This one doesn't have bad resist, so I'll keep that one apart. And this one is not something I care about. And then everything else goes into the sorting bin. Now it gets interesting. Boss fight against Malachai with a caster.
I followed your performance, my anti-hero of hubris, and I very much enjoyed it. Now you and I will create the most nightmarish of the Narnach together. We're going to make your death really count for something.
Now, Exile!
Hey. We'll just I saw that one coming, man. You were telegraphing your move. Okay, I'll oblige. Happily even. Oh, I'm standing in the middle of a blood tornado. That might not be the best of ideas.
Exile!
Okay, please keep your tentacles away from me. Also, just a vortex around you might not be a bad idea to keep those bloodworms away. And that's Piety. She's pretty dead. Yes, yes. Okay, just send in the safety of a vortex. Okay, now the actual fight. Come on.
Now, let us see if you truly understand what it means to be Nightmare.
Right. Okay,
Just need a moment to catch my breath.
he takes quite a bit of damage pretty early. Okay,
Nightmare
I
gave
think
me
this might
so
be a bit
much
shorter than I had anticipated. Heart of the Beast. Good thing is this Frostbolt is piercing. So it doesn't really matter what obstacles there are, they will just hit. In terms of positioning, sticking to the edge of the level will allow you to pierce through things that are approaching. There. So, Frostbomb. Okay. Was maybe not the best of ideas. Those grasping hands actually hurt quite a bit. We have a second thing opened it. No, you don't. What? I'm slacking here.
You are being selfish.
Yeah. Being selfish. Okay. Halfway down, so popping up another heart.
Gift of immortality.
Okay, pop down another heart of the beast. Okay, good. Keep resummoning your golem. Okay, that's for fun and giggles. Let's also summon the skeleton army. Frostbomb over there. Popping my silver flask just to have some regen to counter him. I think he needs to go down to about a quarter of his life for the final heart. There, sidestep him. Yep, final heart.
Is the true
Okay.
eternal.
And we can just shoot straight through, because piercing. Oh, that's one of the nice things of a caster, of course. You can actually shoot at him without
So in love with death.
having to subject yourself to standing inside one of these blood circles if he has those around the heart you want. Okay. Oh. I don't quite want to be there. Frostbomb, go, go, go. You port, I port, we all port. Malachai, Nightmare. Nightmare's over, man. Time to wake up. And that was normal difficulty.
That's where you missed the point, Malachai. Death is the only thing that gives life any meaning.
That's very poetic, I suppose. Okay. So that was normal difficulty. Next episode we are going to continue in Cruel. So let's go there. Let's see the Twilight Strand. And I'm actually gonna go back now to normal Act 4. I'm gonna hand in all the, or do all the prophecies that need doing in a normal difficulty. In the next episode I will be back on a Cruel difficulty. And once we are in Lion's Watch, we will grab more prophecies and start on our Cruel journey together. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again next episode. Bye bye.